أهلاً وسهلاً بكم في قناتنا. هنا ستجدون محتوى متنوع يهدف إلى تعليمكم بطريقة مبسطة وممتعة. انضموا إلينا في هذه الرحلة التعليمية وكونوا جزءاً من مجتمعنا المتعلم والمتفاعل. ولا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل زر التنبيهات ليصلكم كل جديد، لنستمر معاً في التعلم والاكتشاف.
Hello, my friend. Before we begin, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I am not here as a teacher standing in front of a classroom, and I am not here to test you or correct you. I am simply a voice, a narrator, someone who walks with you through words and moments. I speak slowly, calmly, and clearly, so you can relax and listen without pressure. Today is not about studying in the usual way. Today, we are not going to memorize lists, and we are not going to stop after every sentence to explain grammar. Instead, we will do something different, something natural. Today, we will learn daily English words through a story, a simple story that flows like real life. You don't need a notebook. You don't need to repeat after me right now. All you need to do is listen. The story you are about to hear is translated in meaning, not word by word, so your mind can connect English with understanding, not with stress. The words you will hear are words people use every day, at home, at work, on the street, and in their thoughts. They will appear naturally inside moments, actions, and feelings. As I speak, your brain will start to recognize patterns. Some words will feel familiar. Some sentences will stay in your mind without effort. That is how language is learned best. So find a comfortable place. Sit down, or lie back, or keep listening while you go about your day. Let my voice guide you gently. When you are ready, we will begin the story. I wake up before the alarm rings, as I usually do. The room is still dark, and everything around me feels slow and quiet. I stay in bed for a few seconds, listening to my breathing and the distant sounds of the city. Nothing feels rushed. I like this moment because it belongs only to me. After that, I sit up, put my feet on the floor, and stand up calmly. I walk to the bathroom, wash my face with cold water, and look at myself in the mirror. My face looks tired, but peaceful. I brush my teeth, dry my hands, and leave the room without making noise. In the kitchen, I open the window slightly and let some fresh air come in. I take a glass, fill it with water, and drink slowly. Then I prepare my coffee. While the coffee is getting ready, I stand near the window and watch the sky change color. When the coffee is ready, I take the cup and sit at the small table. I drink it slowly, enjoying the warmth. I don't check my phone yet. I prefer silence in the morning. I think about the day ahead, about work, about things I need to do, and about things I want to finish. I don't feel stressed. I just let the thoughts come and go. After some time, I make a simple breakfast. I eat quietly, looking around the room. Everything feels familiar and comfortable. When I finish, I clean the table, wash the dishes, and prepare to leave. I take my bag, check my keys, and open the door. Before leaving, I take one last look inside, then I close the door gently. Outside, the air feels cool. The street is not busy yet. I walk at a relaxed pace, listening to my steps. Some people walk past me, some in a hurry, some slowly like me. I reach the bus stop and wait. While waiting, I watch cars pass by and people stand silently, each lost in their own thoughts. The bus arrives and I get on. I find a seat near the window and sit down. As the bus moves, I look outside. The city slowly wakes up. Shops open, lights turn on, and streets become louder. I take my phone out, read a few messages, and answer only the important ones. Then I put the phone away and look outside again. After a while, I arrive at work. I get off the bus and walk to the building. Inside, I greet the people I see and go to my desk. I turn on the computer, sit down, and start my work. I read emails carefully, reply to some of them, and make notes for later. Time moves quietly, almost without notice. During the morning, I focus on my tasks. Sometimes I stop, take a deep breath, and drink some water. I try to stay calm and organized. I don't rush. I know that doing things slowly helps me do them better. Around midday, I start to feel hungry. When lunchtime comes, I stand up, leave my desk, and join my co-workers. We eat together and talk about simple things. We talk about work, about life, and sometimes about nothing important. I listen more than I speak. I enjoy these moments because they help me relax. After lunch, I feel a little tired, but I return to my desk and continue working. The afternoon feels longer. I check the time once or twice, but I stay focused. I finish one task, then start another. When the day finally ends, I turn off my computer, clean my desk, and say goodbye to everyone. I leave the building and step outside. The light feels softer now, and the air feels different. I walk back to the bus stop, feeling tired but satisfied. The bus ride home feels shorter. I sit quietly, watching the city again, this time as it slows down. When I arrive home, I unlock the door, enter, and close it behind me. I change my clothes and sit down to rest for a few minutes. Later, I prepare dinner. I eat slowly, enjoying the quiet of the evening. After dinner, I sit with my phone or watch something simple. I don't want anything loud or heavy. I answer a few messages, then put the phone away. I like ending the day calmly. Before sleeping, I think about the day. I think about what I did, what I learned, and what I want to do tomorrow. I don't worry too much. I know that tomorrow will come, just like today did. I lie in bed, close my eyes, and let my body rest. Slowly, my thoughts fade. My breathing becomes deeper, and I fall asleep, ready to wake up again and live another simple day. As the story comes to an end, let us slow down for a moment and look back at what we shared today. This was not just a story about one day in a simple life. It was a quiet journey through moments that feel familiar to all of us. Waking up, preparing for the day, going to work, meeting people, returning home, resting, and finally sleeping again. Simple actions, repeated every day, but full of meaning. Today, without pressure and without effort, I gave you daily English words that we really use. Words you heard naturally inside the story, just like in real life. You heard words like wake up, get up, drink, eat, leave, walk, wait, arrive, work, rest, return, think, and sleep. These are not special words from books. These are words people use every single day, often without even thinking about them. By listening to this story, your mind started to connect these words with actions and feelings. You didn't translate every sentence, but you understood the meaning. And that is how real learning begins. Slowly, calmly, and naturally. Before we finish, I want to ask you a few simple questions. Take your time, think about them, and then answer in the comments. First question: which word from the story did you hear many times and feel you understand better now? Second question: can you describe your own day using simple words like the ones in the story? Third question: was the story easy to follow, or did you find some parts difficult? Fourth question: would you like to hear another long story like this, with more daily English words? Write your answers in the comments. I will be happy to read them. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And remember, Learning English does not have to be hard. Sometimes, all it takes is a story, a calm voice, and a little patience.